everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Beverly, and today I wanted to talk about investing, and specifically investing with Robinhood. I didn't realize how many people really didn't understand much about investing, and specifically investing in the stock market. I started investing with Robinhood, and I believe it's really great for beginners to help them start investing. I pulled up some statistics, and there's about 45% of Americans that are not invested in the stock market. But what's really shocking that stood out to me is that between the age groups of 18 and 29, only 32% of them is invested in the stock market. That means 68% of people between the ages of 18 and 29 are not in the stock market. And that's shocking because that's such a good age to start investing in the stock market. So I want to help adjust that curve so that more people can get into the stock market and achieve wealth. And I realized there could be some reasons why people haven't decided to get into the stock market. One, they're not properly informed or educated on the stock market and the benefits that come with it. They may see it as just a place where it's risky and they don't understand it. It could be overwhelming. And that goes to my second reason. It's intimidating. I think a lot of people who look at the stock market think you have to have thousands and millions of dollars to invest in the stock market, when really, in reality, all you really need is a couple of dollars just to get started invested in the stock market. And then as you continue to grow your money and that money continues to grow, your money and your wealth continue to grow. And I do have a little surprise for you down below. Just by watching this video, you're gonna leave this video with some money in your pocket. So I'm here to give you some free money. Also, the third reason why I think people are not invested in the stock market is because they don't think it's important. They just want their money in the bank where they can see it. Here's a little fun fact for you. If you have your money in just a general savings account, a lot of your general savings accounts, when you put money into your checking account, it's just there. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't move. It's protected. When you put your money in a savings account, it has a general interest rate. So as long as you put money into that savings account, you'll get paid interest. But the catch is that interest rate is very, very low. My interest rate on my savings account is 0.01%, and that is an annual rate. So for example, if I have $20,000 in that savings account and I have my interest rate of 0.01%, that means over the course of the year, if I hold that money in that account, I've gained $2. Imagine if you invested that money. And if that money was just sitting there, you weren't using the money, you were just saving it. There's several avenues you can use to invest. There's bonds, certificates of deposits, but I specifically want to talk about the stock market. The stock market is the highest avenue where you can invest your money that has the highest return. Now, some people say, well, the stock market's dangerous, you'll lose all your money. That's a myth, and I want to debunk that because I think that's the reason why a lot of people are not invested in the stock market. And I want to help you start investing. First, let me wrap your mindset about what investing is. Investing is putting your money, time, and your energy into something that you believe will give you a great return. Now, when it comes to the stock market, what it essentially is investing in certain businesses that you believe that will have a great return in the future. Now, specifically what a stock is ownership of a company. You basically purchase a stock at a certain value at a time in hopes that the value of this stock will grow. Whenever you buy a stock, you have a shared ownership of that business, basically equity. When you purchase that stock, you have hopes that it will grow as the company grows. You're giving money to that company because you believe in it. Ideally, what they're going to do with that money that you provide them is utilize resources within the company to help them grow and grow in value. So in turn, that stock grows and grows in value. There's a lot of factors that determine the value of the stock. It could be within the company, how they're handling it. There's outside factors. There's people on Wall Street day and night looking at the stock market, looking at the value of that company, and how do people value this company. And if people have more value on this company, they want to invest in it more and more. Now, I'm not gonna lie, there is a lot of risk that comes with the stock market, but I also want to give you some tips that can help you protect yourself while dealing with this market so that you can avoid a lot of the risk, but then benefit from a lot of the rewards. So for example, Netflix. When Netflix started out, it was $15 per share. Now Netflix stock price is about $480. Now imagine at the time, $15 stock, you bought 10 stocks at $15, so you spent $150. Now that stock is worth $465 more than what you bought it initially, and you bought just 10 of that stock. From that $150 investment that you made at the time thought was small, now just earned you $4,650.
Oh my God! Wow!
Now imagine if that $150 was just sitting in your bank account, just waiting around that time, earning that 0.01% interest. You would have only made 2 cents. So 2 cents, $4,650. I'm just saying. And that's the issue with people not investing their money. They are missing out on so much opportunity and growth. Now granted, not every company and not every stock is Netflix, because before Netflix there was a small company called Blockbuster, and Blockbuster was a big company, but then Netflix came around and pretty much wiped Blockbuster off the map, and Blockbuster filed bankruptcy. Now at the time, Blockbuster was a thriving company doing good, and at the time I believe they had a stock that was trading around $25 per stock. And if you invested, say, all of your money into Blockbuster, say if you took your $150 and you bought now a stock that was once worth $30 at a value of pretty much zero now, so you essentially would lose all that money. And that's also risk when it comes to stock market. With the stock market, if someone tells you that they know the next Netflix, Amazon, or what have you, they are lying. They are trying to steal your money. No one knows the next big deal. You have to do a lot of research with the company, which goes to tell you that you can't just invest your money haphazardly, but there is a chance that you could lose all the money that is invested. So you have to do a lot of research to see if you believe in this company, that this company will succeed for the long haul, or for at least how long you want to stay invested in the company. And when it comes to investing, just starting out investing, I think it's simple. The number one strategy is buy low, sell high. Buy the stock at $10, sell it when it's $20. You don't want to buy high and sell low. And there's no foolproof mechanism in the stock market. Another important thing to do is diversify. It is one key way to protect yourself when it comes to the stock market, because any little thing can happen. There was such a thing as Enron and WorldCom, where these companies were doing very, very well, but it ended up in tragic scandal. And a lot of people who had stock in that company lost all their money, lost all their retirement benefits. And it was really because those companies were filled with corruption. I would never really champion for someone to invest all their money into one company, because anything can happen. If you invest some of your money into one company, some into another, and even different industries like the banking industry, the technology industry, agriculture, food, entertainment, make sure that's your portfolio, which is basically a list of all your stocks and your investments in them. Make sure that it's diversified, so that, because some of the companies will thrive and you will gain money, and some of the companies will tank. The whole goal is that net wise, you don't lose all of your money. I started investing with Robinhood, and this is where I say I have a free gift for you. What it is that when you start investing with Robinhood, I have my link below. If you sign up with Robinhood, you don't have to put any money down, but just opening up a Robinhood account, which takes 5 minutes, you will get a free stock and I will get a free stock. I got a free Facebook stock, and that stock is worth $200. So stocks are big and some stocks are small, like $4 stocks, but hey, that's more money than you had 5 minutes ago. So, but this will help you start in your investment journey, because what Robinhood is essentially doing is giving you a start to see like how the investment world works. I'm about to show you my Robinhood portfolio, just to be transparent, but also to show you how it works, and so that you can kind of visualize what I've been talking about. Here's me opening up the app, just scrolling through it. As you can see, it kind of breaks it down by how things are looking by day, week, month, year. And here are some of the stocks that I'm invested in, and it shows you the current price of the stock at the moment. And if it's green, that means it's higher in the day than it was when it opened, and if it's red, that means that it's low. And it also shows you how much stocks I do have. So a stock that I did want to point out is Delta Airlines, that's currently trading at $27.50. And you can see it kind of shows the breakdown of at the day how it was. So before it was trading around $50 earlier last year, and then beginning of the year about $48 before like March, and then Rona hit. And so as you see, when coronavirus kind of took over, that's around like mid-March, the stock dropped, because that's when everyone was worried. All stocks dropped and no one was really buying, so that's why the stock market dropped. Down below, you'll see my position in this company. I own 10 shares of the stock and I bought it for around an average price of $23.49. So if you do the math, I've invested $234.90 into this company. The market value, basically the market value of those 10 shares, that means, so basically what people think this stock and this company is valued for is $275, and I put in $239. So essentially, and when you look down at the bottom where it says total return, I've made $40.13 in this company, and that's basically a 17% increase on my investment. Now, I probably started investing in Delta like a couple of months ago, and I've made $40, 17%. That $230 could have been sitting in my savings account, essentially doing nothing, or I could have it sit in the stock market where it's making money. And this is where they have that concept, making money while you sleep. Robinhood provides you some stats. When it says open, that means when the stock market is kind of like think of the stock market as a regular that sells things and people go to buy things. When they opened, this stock was worth $25. But then, and during the day, this is what the high is considered, the value increased to $26. And why I think this time that we're in is so unique. The stock market crashed mainly because of the events that has been going on. So the fact that stocks are so low right now, it gives us a great opportunity to buy stocks when they're low, so that when things get back to a sense of normalcy, the value will be back to its normal level and you just made money. There's another company that has been doing well for me, and that's Royal Caribbean. Now, you know, during this time, a lot of people can't travel, a lot of people can't go on cruises, but the stock is doing really well. And before all this happened, the company was trading around $120 and so, but then Rona happened and this stock tanked to about $20 because no one is cruising. The whole cruise line industry is shot. Who knows if they're ever gonna get back to normal, but because I do believe in the cruise line and I do believe that this is a thriving industry that will return once this is all said and done. And if I'm buying a stock at $20 right now and it returns back to its $120 level, I would make $100 on each stock that I purchase. So, but I also wanted to point out that the risk when all this stuff was going on around us, oil prices were tanking because no one was going anywhere, but oil companies had so much supply of oil, so they had to store their oil. So I and other analysts looked into Nordic American Tankers, which basically stores oil. And I was thinking, okay, because oil gas companies need their oil storage, they're gonna be going in this company. This company's stock is about to skyrocket. And for a moment, it did. And I do mean a moment. The stock wasn't that great. It was about $2-3. When gas prices tanked in around April, their stock skyrocketed. It went from like $3 to $7. I had a cap. I was gonna sell it at a certain point, just make my $1,200 and go. It never got there. This company peaked at $7 and it peaked very fast. I got greedy and I purchased more. I purchased more because I was thinking, okay, it's gonna reach its max price because everything's going down. People need to store their tanks, and it peaked about $7 and shot back down to about $4, and it's just been staying there ever since. So I bought 100 shares of this company at an average cost of $6.30. So I invested $630 in this company. And now the market value, so what people perceive the company at, is $455. So I've lost $175 in this company. I've lost almost $200. I will say the one thing that's keeping me in this company is dividends. And what dividends are essentially a thank you. When you put money into a company and you hold on to the stock and you continue to have your money within that company, the company says thank you for believing us. Here's a little something for continuing to believe in us and support us and continue to hold your money with us. Now with Nordic American Tankers company, ticker symbol NAT, they give out a dividend and they usually have a good history of always continuing to give out a dividend. So when this happened, they did give me about, I think like $14. So yes, granted, that's not $200. That's not what I lost, but as long as they continue to give me dividends that make up for that loss, I'm gonna continue to be into this company until the dividends that they give make up for the loss that I had. I hope this definitely gave you more encouragement about the stock market, how to start investing in the stock market, and why it is also important to invest into the stock market, and also debunk myths that you'll lose money. And just to be full disclosure, yes, there is potential to lose a lot of money, but you have to be very well informed and well educated about the companies that you do invest in. And also, if you do things like research and diversify, it will definitely help you hedge your losses to reduce your risk and also maximize your return. There's so many outlets that you can use to do your research. I use YouTube just to see I use the news, YouTube to see what people are saying about companies I'm in an investment group, and every time before I invest in a company, I look at Yahoo Finances and I look at things like how much cash do they have, how much debt do they have. I would not recommend investing in penny stock. The reason why this stock is a penny is because, one, something could have happened to the company. It's not as valuable as it used to be, or it's a very beginner company and no one knows what it's worth yet, so it's very invaluable at the time. And a lot of people invest in penny stocks because they're cheap. If you have $100 and you buy a whole bunch of penny stocks, and penny stocks I believe is technically anything less than $1. The most reason why people buy penny stocks is because it's cheap. And people buy a whole bunch of penny stocks, and usually penny stocks either stay the same or they don't grow or they lose value. They become less than what they're worth and you essentially just lost a bunch of money. Like, for example, if you buy a really cheap car because it's super cheap, but then the car is constantly breaking down, you have to put money into maintenance and all this stuff, and essentially what ends up happening, you're putting more money into it later on. That's kind of like a penny stock. So that's the tips that I had today. The whole goal of this video was to get more people investing, and also investing young. I want to break that barrier for the age group. So if you're watching this video, definitely share with younger people to help them start investing. Link them to the Robinhood app so they can start with and it could be 1 share at a time, 2 shares, and as you continue to grow, and if you get dividends, you can reinvest that money. You're essentially missing out on free money if you don't take the opportunities of the stock market. And the whole goal again is to be financially successful. So I hope you enjoyed these tips. I hope you enjoy Robinhood, and if you use the link below, get your free money. So let me know what free stock you got and how much it's worth. So hopefully you're like me and get a free Facebook stock or Netflix stock, which is like $200, $400. Now imagine you just watched this and you got $200. You're welcome. Bye guys.